Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location, a beautiful spot out near the wind. Where the wind goes, it blows here. And the real question is, where are we? And well, if you know what company this is, then that might help you. And maybe the colors were enough of a clue. I don't think Nordex, I don't think anyone was able to see that. But I mean, if you know Nordex, then you could probably know where it is. Nordex. Well, let's say we're in Norway, and we're in Norway, right near Lillehammer. Let's make the guess, and the answer was in Germany, right near Munich. Well, close enough. Not really. It's actually pretty far away. Probably 1,000 miles almost. So hopefully some of you guys figured that one out. All right, here we are in today's daily challenge section. Ooh, and what a daily challenge this is. We got the beautiful sun out overlooking this, which, well, there's a cross which is pretty intact, but the rest of the building seems not to be. But that's often the case with these kind of older buildings on the side of the water. And really, when you build anything on the water, you know that one day your building is going to go crumbling right into the sea. And it looks like that's the inevitable fate of this place here. But for now, it is still standing and still has beautiful views. In fact, there's maybe a newer, more established building all the way over here. I bet you it serves a different purpose. I don't know. This maybe looks like it was some sort of church-type building. This one doesn't seem like it. Maybe it is. But that's a lot of radio equipment for a church to have. But yeah, maybe they're broadcasting some sweet signals, right? You got to spread the word, apparently, I've been told. So here you go, a beautiful coast, beautiful skies, beautiful ruined buildings that will inevitably go back into the sea where they came. Because when you think about it, not hard enough, we all come from the sea, including this rock. Probably not, but hey, there you go. So this is today's daily challenge, which means it's up to you guys. Tell me where in the world you think we are. All you need to do is put your guesses down in the comment section below. Tell me where in the world you think this is. And in tomorrow's video's comment section, I announce the winner, the person that guesses closest. Now, there are no prizes, but there is glory to be won. So if you are interested in becoming today's top GeoGuessr, then tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? All right, here we are in the main section of today's video, and today we've got a viewer challenge brought to us by none other than someone new, actually, to sending in a viewer challenge. That'd be our good friend, Mapping for Fun. That's right, Mapping for Fun. Thank you so much for sending in this one. This challenge is one of those country challenges, a challenge where we are in one country and one country only, and today, can you guess the challenge? It's Estonia. There you go. Estonia is the country. Now, Estonia, a country you don't often hear about. Well, I mean, you probably do hear about it if you're, a country surrounding Estonia, but living pretty far away from Estonia, and Estonia probably having a population of like 1.4 to 3 million people. I think it's actually in the 1 to 2 million range. It's not a country that comes up very often on the news, and let me tell you, it's not a bad thing, because there are a lot of countries that come up very often on the news. And probably not for good things. Well, I mean, definitely not for good things. So, you know what? Estonia, the only time I hear about Estonia really is they've got really good internet. That's all. I mean, I gotta be honest, a lot of people complain about Canadian internet. And I mean, sure, it's expensive unless you've got really good loyalty to the company, in which case you can get some pretty sweet deals. But that is a top tip for a later date. I'm gonna say, I've got some of the fastest internet available in probably the country, and it's like 250 down, 20 up. Yeah, that's not true. The annoying part is Bell does offer some pretty good internet packages, but only outside of the city where they actually have their fiber lines. They don't get them. They didn't bring them downtown. What's the deal with that? Anyways, let's get right to it. If you're interested in creating your own custom challenge, all you need to do, look down in the description below, find a step-by-step guide on how to create your own custom challenge and how to send it to me. Also, you can find a link to this once you play along yourself. I've heard rumors you can get 250 just outside of the city, which is really too bad. What can I say? 250, as nice as that would be, I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live out there. It's too far away to live. Oh, I need to get a car. I really need to get my driver's license. That's right. 24 years old and I don't have a driver's license. I really need to get on that, because it's not like I really need it, but having it, I feel like would be practical. Like, I don't want to buy a car. That's the thing. I don't want to buy a car, but that doesn't matter, right? I don't need to want to buy a car to have a driver's license. But because I don't really want to buy a car, I don't really want my driver's license. See, that's the mistake I know I'm making. But laziness is real, you know? Like, what am I going to do with a car? Waste a ton of money, you know? I get it. You know, it costs a lot more money to have a car than to have a bus pass, you know? What can you spend on a bus pass? Take the bus every day. You spend $100 a month on a car. My God, $100 a month. I mean, look, you know, you could buy a used shit box. That's for sure. The problem with those is those end up costing a fortune in repairs. Well, not necessarily, but often they do. If you want something like certified pre-owned with like a nice warranty on it, you can go to a dealership. You can haggle them down, but then you're talking about making like an investment. You know, you're not going to get anything lower than, I don't know, $8,000. I mean, you could, but like, I don't know. It goes on into a lot of shit, and it ends up being something that's going to cost you at the very least like $400 a month, plus a ton of other sort of nonsense. Maybe less than 400, maybe like 300 a month, plus a ton of nonsense. And that's still a lot, you know. And if I had a car, I'd probably drive it a lot more than I'd take the bus. Like, you know, I don't want to take the bus that much. It's not like, you know, I'm not on there like taking bus trips for fun, you know. And I think I would do that if I had a car, you know, take it out for a drive. I don't think there's anyone out there who's just like, oh, you know, let's go for a bus ride. Let's go hop on the bus and just take her out for a spin. You know? Nobody does that. Where are we? We're in Estonia, you know? Geez, I'm saying you know a lot more. You just ignore that. All right, I'm going to stop saying it because I've noticed that I've been saying it. And if you keep saying things too much, you're going to die young. Is that a thing? No, I'm just saying stuff now. Well, you know, whatever. Here's potato. So we are right over here, and let's make the guess. The answer is we were a lot closer to potato than I thought. 59.96. All right, where are we now? We are in good old fashioned. Well, Estonia. We know that much. Is that a Dairy Queen? I doubt it. No, it's not a Dairy Queen. I was gonna say. Oh, there you go. I wonder what they serve at Estonian Dairy Queens. You know, is there Dairy Queens in Estonia? Here's a good question. You know, what American fast food chains are found in Estonia? That's a really good question. I mean, it's not really that good of a question, but it's a question because, you know, the further you go, and let's see, I said it again there. I'm going to start calling myself out on it. How many times can I say, you know what I'm saying? It's like that DJ Khaled video about the shoes. Oh, God. If you haven't seen that one, I don't know. Maybe type into YouTube, DJ Khaled shows off his shoes or some shit like that. That's a really good video. Watch that one. But in Canada, there's a lot of American fast food chains that aren't around. Once you hear people talk about it a lot. And I don't know, maybe in Estonia, you hear talk about these a lot less. You know, you have you probably still have a fairly sizable amount of American media in Estonia. You probably do. But you know, I would say probably less than you do in Canada, just because, you know, I could probably throw a rock hard enough and it would eventually get to New York. That's not really true, at least not from where I live. You know, I could drive like 2 hours and then throw a rock, and well, you know, there's a lot of islands and stuff that, okay, I can't really do that, but you get the point, right? In comparison to Estonia, I might as well be looking at America right now out of my window. I pointed at my window if you want to get a visual of what I'm seeing right now. But in Canada, you know, you always focus on the chains that we're missing. You know, the old Chick-fil-A's and etc. Chick-fil-A is like the only one that comes to mind. And not that I even like fried chicken. I actually really don't. I really don't like fried chicken. Now a grilled chicken, chicken a la Nando's is pretty good. Although I have mentioned before how I actually dislike Nando's and think Nando's is absolute trash. Mostly because, well, I live actually fairly close to a Nando's, but I live even closer to a mom and pop chicken place that does chicken that is much, much, much better than Nando's does. Well, at least the Nando's here. Look, I don't know. Maybe there's some fancy. Okay, let's stop talking about chicken and stop talking about chains in general, right? So we're always focusing here about, we don't have this chain and this chain and this chain here. But in Estonia, I mean, which ones do you have? I bet you got the old McDonald's, right? McDonald's, you find that everywhere. Estonia, unfortunately, I'd like to imagine Estonia is too good for McDonald's. But, the temptation of the Big Mac, I bet you, at least in Tallinn, you can find it. If not, other places too. Let's look right in the center of the country for this one. We were right in the center of the country. Subway, there it is again. Subway, I bet you can find, because there's a lot of Subway restaurants in the world. There's a lot of them in Canada. Like, there's a lot of Subway restaurants. How many do I live near? Let's say, if I wanted to walk, okay, I can think of 3 Subways that I can walk to in 5 minutes, let's say. I can walk to 3 Subway locations in 5 minutes. And there are probably, 3 more that I could walk to in 10 minutes. It's out of hand. You can get to these really, really close. There's 3 Subways. There's just 1 McDonald's. And there are 2 Tim Hortons that I can probably walk to in about 5 minutes' time. That's crazy. There's a lot of Subway restaurants, which is insane. Look, I like a sweet onion chicken teriyaki as much as the next guy. Maybe even more than the next guy. I do genuinely like Subway a lot. I don't think, it's all right in a pinch. I actually do like it a lot. But, that being said, do I really need 3 different Subway locations to choose from? Maybe I do. I've got an opinion about all 3. One of them I'll never go to, because it's in a shopping mall, so it's pretty gross, and there's no reason to go to that one. The other one is all right, but it's kind of the it's on a street corner. It's very busy. It's got a certain clientele. It's they're pretty sloppy at making the subs there. And then there's the other one, which is actually quite nice, although I don't know if it's any better, to be honest with you. Maybe we're over here in Jovi. Yeah, I bet you that's the secret here. We're actually in Jovi, like that. I don't think we're there. Oh, okay. 1 second. Well, sorry for the interruption. I guess I really hope that whatever the hell I was saying before wasn't too interesting, because I actually had to just leave for 20 minutes to go get a new dishwasher. Well, the dishwasher was bought a while ago. It was just getting delivered today. So that was fun. Dealt with that. And now I'm back, and I've totally forgotten what I was talking about. I was probably talking about fast food or some sort of nonsense like that. But hey, we're still in Estonia, and we've still got things to discover. All right, so we're 10 kilometers away from Nursi, and 11 kilometers away from Voru, and 110 kilometers away from Viljandi. Okay, well, let's just take a good look at what that really means for us. Oh, okay, so we're right around here. Close enough. All right, now let's go around this way. So I know you guys are all wondering, Ather, what kind of dishwasher did you get? Did you get a Miele dishwasher? The answer to that is no, I didn't. Ooh, did you get a KitchenAid dishwasher? The answer to that is no. Ooh, did you get a Samsung dishwasher? Or an LG. Does LG make dishwasher? Yeah, they probably do. No. The answer is no to all of those questions. The answer is a Bosch. That's right. A Bosch dishwasher. How exciting is that? Now, this Bosch, let me tell you, it's going to wash dishes like nobody's business. Oh, it's going to wash, it'll wash dishes like somebody's business. You see? I remember. I was trying to not say Well, that's fine. This thing is going to be pretty good at washing dishes. It's going to be better than the current machine, which is making an absolutely really loud noise. Hey, look at that. Gunts. I wonder what that means. Huh. It's probably offensive. Who knows? Maybe it's not. What I like about the Google car that went to Estonia is it wasn't scared to drive down these tiny little roads. I mean, things that, like, look at this. And again, I said it. It doesn't look like this road. I mean, it's just ending over here. At least this thing over here probably says private property. Like, hey, you know what? This isn't a real road. It's a private property. Don't come on here. And then they actually didn't. So that's good. There you go, 59.94. Oh my God. Wherever we are, in Tallinn, there's a lot of interesting things going around. But one thing you don't always see in Tallinn is the Google car driving around, because there are at least, there are many people taking pictures. This guy's got 3 phones. How many phones? So many phones for one man. He's got an iPhone 5 over here, another one hanging off his fingers, and another one hanging there. My God, this guy's got so many phones. Also, this guy snapping a picture, and this lady, she just, didn't covertly take that picture. Well, in a night in Tallinn, what does one do? One definitely goes and visits. Is that? No, that is how the Estonian flag goes. For whatever reason, it looked odd to me with the. No, it's definitely not white on top. Is it? No, it's definitely not white on top. It's not no, there wouldn't be just an upside down Estonian flag, and no one would notice, right? People would notice that. For whatever reason, I kind of forgot the way that it went. That's okay. Ooh, look at this thing. That's a nice flag. I wonder what flag that is. That's pretty cool. A country should just adopt this flag. It's probably some sort of regional flag or something like that, but I think a country should adopt this because it's pretty cool. Green with that white cross on it. I like it. I give it I give it 2 thumbs up. There you go. More people just snapping pics. I mean, come on. Look at this. There's a lot of interesting stuff. You could just look up what a Google car looks like, and you could see one. Oh, see? These people over here, now, this is not what... They're carrying a dishwasher themselves. I don't know what this thing is, but let me tell you. This is not what the people who came and delivered my dishwasher looked like. They weren't wearing fancy little hats like these two. In fact, I don't think the man that delivered my dishwasher ever wore a hat like that in his life. I definitely don't think he has. Good times though. This is a nice looking place, that's for sure. And again, it's going to be pretty easy to guess because thankfully I've been really lucky with this one. In fact, some of them that have just been kind of wild guesses that have gone pretty good as well. So like this is the wall, so we're like in Old Town Tallinn or right outside of it. No, right inside of it. We're right inside of Old Town Tallinn. And the answer was we were right. We weren't that close to the inside, but we were still inside, which is just what we need. 64.54. Very nice. And look at that. I mean, 26,917. Pretty good scores. One of them I screwed up. Yeah, I screwed up one of them. But I got this one right, and that was pretty good. And I got this one right. That one wasn't... I mean, these two, I saw signs. And then this one, I mean, that was Tallinn. What else was it going to be? 26,917. Fun times, that's for sure. I'm going to say that I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know I certainly have, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one. Bye.